We did it. After 10 good episodes and 3 bad episodes, we have finally finished Doctor Who Series 2. Of course, I've seen all these episodes before, but it's nice watching them again. I think it's a overall good season. It's definitely Russell's weakest, but that's not really saying much because the 2 seasons after this are just spectacular. Can't wait to get to those. But yeah, today I'm going to be talking about Army of Ghosts and Doomsday. Like the other two portals in Doctor Who, I'm just going to do them in one video because it's basically the same story. Now, this is a epic finale in all sense of the words, You bring back the Cybermen, who are clearly established as a big threat earlier in the season. Very smart move, Russell. He did kind of the same thing with Daleks in season 1. And I like how they don't wait until the end of the episode to be like, oh my god, it's the Cybermen. They save that for the Daleks, which is a very historical moment for Doctor Who because the Daleks and the Cybermen have been huge since the 60s, but they've never met each other. I think there was plans to do it, but somehow it didn't happen. But now it gets to happen. It's incredible. Of course, the Daleks are gonna win. Of course, they're gonna win. you know. Um, but I don't think anybody expected them to win as advantaged as they did. This episode formally introduces Torchwood. There's been hints and teasers throughout the seasons, and I like how they did that because they kind of made it all tie together. Because the Doctor and Rose inadvertently started Torchwood, which led to them getting separated. So if you think about it, it's kind of their own fault in a way, um, because they were so annoying that the Queen had to start Torchwood. And Torchwood is presented here as a big, well, not exactly a threat, but the way they go about things is very different to how the Doctor does. They're much more weapons and violence, and he's more pacifism, which is a nice contrast to show them. And I like how Jackie gets a lot to do here, but this time it's in a good episode, unlike Love and Monsters. And I liked how she was kind of the Doctor's companion for the first part of the story. Now it makes me think wow, I was Jackie was the companion the entire time because I'm more interested in her. I think she's a more interesting character than Rose is. So if I were to do it, I would have just had her be the Doctor's companion from episode 1 onwards. Have episode 1 be called Jackie and just keep going. But yeah, the Cybermen are just a huge threat. I feel like during the Matt Smith years, they weren't exactly as threatening as they could have been. Maybe James Corden is to blame for that. I don't know. But I feel like after this episode, they're not threatening again uh, until the Doctor falls well enough in time to part with Capaldi. That's a whole that's a whole 11 years. So yeah, this is them at their peak threateningness. And yeah, the build up to the Daleks is really well done. Ooh, what's in the box? Oh my god, it's Daleks. And it's nice to see Mickey again. Mickey also more of an interesting character than Rose is. I think he has a great arc. Now he's a complete badass. Mickey Smith defending the Earth. I love it. It's actually kind of funny. Russell was originally planning to have a spin-off about Rose in the parallel Earth, but decided against it. I think that's for the best. It's more of a Big Finish thing. Have they done that yet? I don't know. Big Finish is too expensive for me. uh, yeah. I think the woman who leads Torchwood was a good character. How she wasn't fully converted, though that's never really explained. Maybe it's just because, yeah, it's never really explained, but she's like, I serve my queen and my country. That was nice. Yeah, I like when the guest casts are very well written. And, of course, we gotta talk about that ending. The ending of the episode. Well, the Doctor and Rose get separated. First of all, the Doctor wanted her to go to the other world to begin with, to stay with Jackie. But she's like, I don't care about my mom. I just want to stay with you. And it's like, God damn, she is a horrible daughter. That's one of the main reasons why I don't like Rose. Is she doesn't really care much about being with her mom. She'd rather just stay with the Doctor forever. And at one point, yeah, you gotta move on with your life. But then again, never seeing her again, you were willing to do that for a dude. Very attractive dude, but still. You know? I don't know. I guess I grew up in a more family oriented family, and we still talk to each other all the time. Even if people don't live with me. So yeah, I don't know. Rose is kind of a bad doddle for willingly never seeing her mom again. But unfortunately for her, and I guess fortunately for Jackie, she gets sucked into the parallel too. So she's there forever. And the ending is very sad, you know? I'm not a big fan of Rose and Doctor, or, I mean, of the Rose and Doctor's relationship. But it was a really sad scene with them on the beach. And I loved the way, like, after he disappeared, her and Jackie ran to each other because, after all this, Jackie is a great mom. And she knows what her daughter's feeling, and she's always there for her, which is one of the reasons I love Jackie. Now, in retrospect, the final scenes are kind of ruined by the fact that Rose comes back in series four. Uh, it kind of ruins the dramatic tension on a rewatch. Spoilers, by the way. She comes back in series four. I don't really care. It's been like 14 years. It's on you if you haven't seen it yet. But yeah, the dramatic tension's pretty ruined. The Given the fact that she came back. Now, I don't know if Russell was planning to bring her back this entire time, but if he was, maybe keep the exit a little less dramatic, you know? But the scene on itself is a very well written, directed scene. Of course, not going to be able to say "I love you" back because he disappears. It's kind of a cliche, but still well executed. I think Billy Piper's acting is fantastic. It make Billy's acting makes the character like it stops the character from being completely unlikable. And I feel like she was kind of written like that on purpose because Russell's good at creating flawed characters, so maybe she was written like that on purpose. But I feel like Martha and Donna, their flaws, they're still likable people. So I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Don't hate me, guys. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about the finale of series two. I enjoyed it a lot. Uh, I think it's about the same for me as the series one finale. I'm giving them both B pluses. They're both really strong episodes. And the ending, of course, with Donna. What the hell is this place? I love how it just kind of comes out of nowhere as soon as this like really sad scene, and then boom, Donna comes. So you know you're gonna be in for fun. But I'm not gonna talk about the Runaway Bride yet. I'm gonna take a little break from Doctor Who. I'll be talking about the Runaway Bride sometime in mid-April. And the reason I'm taking a break is because I'm gonna be start watching Torchwood. I have never seen Torchwood, so unlike these Doctor Who episodes, you'd see my thoughts upon watching it for the first time because I didn't have a YouTube channel when I was like 10. But yeah, first time ever watching Torchwood. I'll be starting with that series on Saturday. Though all these videos are pre-recorded anyway, so I've probably already watched the entire season. But yeah, season one of Torchwood will be late March, early April. And yeah, so subscribe if you want to see those and my Runaway Bride review when it comes up in late April. And yeah, thanks everybody for watching. I post other videos. If you don't know, I'm a big fan of Torchwood. I also post This Is Us, but of course, all coming back soon. The new Jujutsu Kaisen movie's out. We're talking about all those things. I'm reading Gone with the Wind. So if you want to see any of those, click below and subscribe. But until next time, peace.